You want to restart?
Previously on Origins of the Fall. Our unlikely troupe has had a rough afternoon of trying to pry a giant, 5-foot-thick piece of glass out of the ruin they are about to explore. Returning and setting up camp, they realize that there is a storm on the horizon, but not just any storm, a nanite storm, and one of our party members is particularly worried about such things. Thankfully, they make it through the night all right. But as you might recall, they are not alone. Welcome to Origins of the Fall, a Numenera podcast.
If anybody had been in that tent with me, they would see Zero afraid for the first time ever.
Cool.
Too bad none of us witnessed a humanizing moment.
I'm gonna roll real quick to see if you find anything out in the book. That's a 6. Okay. So as far as the book, you're kind of still in what feels like a very prologue-y section of that book you got. What was the title again? I think you wrote it down.
Shadow of the Fall.
Shadows of the Fall, yes. So as you're going through it, it's still very prologue-y.
He's just going on and on.
Well, it seems like it talks a lot about the great plan, and he will come for us, and it seems very much like the precursor and like setting up for something. It doesn't seem like there's a lot here other than this is like your guide.
Like a guidebook for a guidebook?
It's a guidebook. Yeah, for a guidebook.
Oh my.
That's a good way to put it.
Guidebook for a guidebook. I'm like getting really bored.
How to read dummy books.
The Hitchhiker's Guide to
For
the Guide
Dummies.
to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
No, it's the Dummies Guides for Dummies. There you
Yeah,
go.
that's exactly
That's what I knew you were
going
trying to
for.
put something in words, but I just couldn't think.
I get tired and I put it away back in its little box and lock it.
Yeah, it seems like it talks in circles a lot. It doesn't seem like it was written by someone that scholarly, is one thing you do pick up on. The sentence structure is a little circular.
So it's really hard to read, so I'm having a really hard time reading
really
it.
hard to read.
I read the same sentence like 3 times because I can't understand what it's saying. Like, oh my god.
Yes.
That's what
Are you
takes me
sitting
so long
next
to
to the
read.
fire doing this? Alright, when Kiwi sees you pull out the box, he wanders over and sits next to you and like puts his head on your lap.
I start petting him.
Okay, so Kiwi was there during that whole
He knows I'm
period.
interested in the book. He doesn't really know much about it, but he just like wanders over to see. Like, yeah.
I'm just petting him. Oh, we're friends now. Okay, he does this every night I
licking
open the
your
book.
fingers.
Every time I open the book, he's there, and I'm just petting him.
I'm cool with that.
He's also like licking your fingers, trying to get snacks out of you.
Alright.
He's a beggar.
So if you
I
were
grab a shrimp puff.
were you going to go to bed once the nanites pass and possibly get Zero, or what are you
I think I wake him up for next.
thinking? Artemis is
because
gonna
he's
go
all
for
healed
next.
and stuff.
Okay. So you go over to Artemis and
I kick him. My kick is probably like super weak, and he probably barely feels it, but I kick him.
you think it's hard.
You see a little healing in the last nanite just like leaves my body.
Just one.
I kick him again. Artemis. Artemis.
What?
The bear comes over and licks your ear. And then he runs away.
It's your watch. I'm tired.
My watch is nothing.
I kick him again, and I go. I unzip his tent, and I get in the tent.
Artemis has puns for days. I hate this so
I
much.
love that he has puns, but that I'm not gonna pick up on any of them until like 5 minutes after you give them to me.
You're sleeping. It's okay.
True.
I kick him. I wake him up, and I'm like, all right, it's your watch. I went British there. How did that happen?
It's your watch, governor.
It's your watch, governor. All right. So I go and I unzip the tent, and I kind of like sneak in. I see you're kind of awake.
Yeah, no, you open that tent and Zero's like levels his rifle, like his.
Oh, God.
I say my name before I come in.
Oh, okay. Well, then that changes everything. That changes the entire story.
Yeah, well, I know you a little better than that. I don't know your situation, but I know how paranoid you are about people coming into your tent.
Oh, that's true. But all right, go for it. So you open the tent and like you come in and like you catch the tail end of Zero like kind of like resetting his face to like
I
show
see
no
something, but I
emotion.
don't see it. I
Yeah,
pretend not to see it. I'm just like, I'm tired.
get some
and I
sleep.
Curl up under the seat back to sleep.
And Zero will get out and he'll actually walk towards Puffin and kind of like he won't go anywhere near you, but he's gonna be like, all right, they're all right, and then walk over to Artemis and kind of like kick him.
Because he fell back asleep. Twice now he's been kicked away.
Kiwi is waiting like a yard away from you. Like he's watching you.
I look over at Kiwi. I'm like, you staying within the perimeter? All right.
That weird little mutant bear just made the cutest noise.
I'm just gonna take that as an affirmative. And I squat next to you and was like, all right, man. It's time for you to talk.
Okay.
Oh, are you gonna wake him up and try to talk to him about this?
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know what this is.
We're both sleeping, so it's fine.
You're all
Yeah,
sleeping.
no, I don't know what this is.
I
Not
know.
just Puffin doesn't know.
Sleeping under my bush.
All right. I just need you to tell me what happened, play by play, if you will, today, because I almost died because you let go of that rope.
Loud noises and like enveloped my entire body
That's a good
and
point.
paralyzed me
All right. And could you tell where they were coming from?
everywhere.
Probably that building over there.
Considering we came from everywhere to this building and that's where I heard it, probably.
Fair enough. Do you think we should or should not go in there?
The sound gave you a particular angry, fearful vibe. If you can figure out how to verbalize that. It's really hard to, like, verbalize.
Building angry.
That's my secret. I'm
All
always
right.
building.
How does Hulk speak? I feel as if it doesn't want to be disturbed.
All right. Doesn't
She did tell us it's a hospital, essentially, right?
well.
I'm guessing many beings have died within that don't want us there.
I'm curious, real quick, what would you say your spirituality is, Artemis? Do you have any spirituality? There is
I don't know.
religion in this universe.
I think I don't believe one thing or another, but there has to be something. I mean, I turn into...
So enough for you to be like,
I
there's
tr-
probably ghosts, like, that's
There
a
is
thing for you.
something beyond me.
Beyond life. Life after death kind of thoughts? Or...
Something more than
All around me. I mean, it's constant. It's not before or after. It's...
like everything's in a
Everything.
giant circle of life kind of thing.
I mean, something
You don't know,
created...
though.
I mean, I was born without being a were-tiger.
And now you are.
I now have that, burden. Obviously, there's something out there.
I wanted to ask because this was a particularly interesting description you're giving, so I wanted to ask. Alright. Well, I'll ask everyone about that later, because I would like to know, just in case.
I can tell you right now, Zero is 100% non-theist. Does not believe in any greater power, thinks
Well,
everything
people
is
don't
just...
necessarily, like, I don't think religion is the same in this. Like, people worship the sun because it gives them food.
Yeah.
Things like that is
yeah.
a big thing in this universe.
I think Zero is definitely not spiritual in any way, shape, or form. Like, he sees people falling short of what people are capable of being, and it's not of any deities doing, it's mostly...
Let me feign surprise. Terry's playing an atheist? Anyway.
Whatever,
Yeah, no,
man.
Puffin is also very, very, very atheist. She's like,
Okay.
when you die, you are dead.
Okay.
Right.
It's like, I don't want to believe in a god that would let all this happen.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Very similar, but not
So-
quite the same.
Yeah, I know that
But
makes
It's
sense.
a very pessimistic view of
I believe in spirits.
the after death.
Well,
Alright.
I mean, I guess it's not
Especially
really
coming from
pessimistic
that
for Zero. Zero has
dark
hope
arts.
that people can be better, and that's
I
kind of his
use
driving force.
The spirit.
She thinks that
part
you
of
can be
life.
better in life. She
Yeah.
doesn't think you can do anything after you're dead. You're dead and you die.
Alright.
Yeah,
Cool.
so Zero will be like, he'll stand up, kind of dust off his pants, and he's like, well, there's medical supplies in there, and if we can't use them, someone else can.
Kiwi's sitting right next to you.
Alright, teleporting bear, got it.
Well, he wandered over when you sat down. He doesn't want to be close to Artemis unless other people are close.
Sure. Now, if you think you can hold it together, we're gonna go in there, take a look around, but if you ever start to feel like something horrible's happening, you let me know so that we can get out of there. We clear?
I will be the last one in. If you guys tell me it's okay, I will trust you.
All right. That's all I ask. And he kind of like pats you on the head. He gives you the hair scruff. Because how old are you? Because you're really young, right?
He's in his 20s.
I'm late
Mid to
20s.
late 20s.
Yeah, and I'm like 80.
Aww.
Are you 80 now? I thought you were 60.
You were in your 60s.
I know,
Don't
it's really-
jump 20
65
years.
last time.
It's
He's
there's
just
really...
gonna get older and older every session. I'm 120.
No, actually, I was gonna do that.
Who's keeping
I
track?
age exponentially.
But yeah, I age
That's the name.
exponentially.
Gives you a different gives you a different number every time you ask.
Yeah, I was actually kind of going there, but anyway.
Erwin.
So yeah, no, he kind of like pats you on the shoulder, kind of gives you a reassuring squeeze, and like, now get some rest. It's gonna be an early day, and he walks off, and
Passes immediately out.
and you see him like pulling back his glove,
And looking at your fingers.
kind of looking at things, and like things are still like getting worse for him, and he puts the glove back on, and like tightens it.
Kiwi licks your arm.
Thanks, little buddy. You gonna stay up with me, or are you gonna go take a nap?
He trots away and goes back to where I am.
All right. And Zero sits like by the campfire, back towards the fire, and just kind of like lights up a cigarette and like makes sure he can see all of you. And I
take
guess
your
I
watch?
take my watch, and I probably take the rest of the night.
I want to wake up like shortly after he sits
Oh,
down.
I wake up at sunrise.
Okay.
Mine's like shortly after he starts his thing. I can't sleep, so I like crawl out of the tent and I kind of like sit right next to him and like cuddle up. And I'm just
I
like,
thought you were tired.
I
You just
was,
can't.
but I just can't sleep. It's like that weird.
And like this has become a normal thing, so Zero like puts his arm around her so she can like snuggle in and fall asleep that way as
You guys
necessary.
are so cute, gross family.
And you like the thing
Weird,
is like
not family.
yeah. Well, I mean, she doesn't see it, but he's got this like face. I was like, there we go again.
My teddy bear's all snuggled up with me, and I'm just like,
Gonna be cleaning the drool out of this vest for a week.
And drool.
Anyway,
So you're taking your watch?
I take the watch the rest of the night.
Do you want to roll for anything?
Sure, I'll roll for. I'm just gonna roll for.
I don't remember what your perception is. Yeah, go ahead.
Did you sleep like at all? Because you were awake during the nanites.
I woke up when the nanites hit. I fell asleep before them.
He was asleep for probably an hour and a half to 2 hours before the nanites hit. He was awake the whole hour and a half, and then she
How
came
much
and got him.
sleep do you need?
No, I'm old. Old people don't sleep.
That's not true.
No. Well,
It's not. Every old person I've ever met only sleeps for like a couple hours
my
a night.
grandparents sleep for 4 hours. I kid you not.
Jeez, I can't. I don't know how.
Yeah.
And then they wake up. My grandma doesn't have eyebrows, and it's always like really disconcerting because it takes you a minute to figure out what's wrong. You're like, oh, where'd they go?
Alrighty.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna do a basic perception.
Sage going off topic here.
Oh, that's cool.
Sage's off-topic corner. That is a 19.
Holy shit. So, as you're sitting there watching, you do see some shadows via the low light of your campfire.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to see them because there's such a glisten off of like both the glass of the building and the drit. Like I said, this drit is a little different. It seems to shimmer with the same kind of
Sure.
gleam as the actual building itself.
Sure, sham.
Sure,
We're gonna
shame.
make some beads before we leave. Some
Yeah,
brick
you can make some great
beads.
beads
Want
out of
some
this
shimmery
drit.
ass beads. Hell yeah, let's go.
Just break off that entire giant piece of glass.
Oh my god. I wake up and I'm just breaking chunks off.
No, you see approximately what appears to be 3 or 4 figures that rappel down into the building in the dark of the night.
Dark of the night.
Right. What do I do about that?
That's not good.
That's not good. And they didn't trigger any of my traps?
They're not near the thing.
Oh, right.
They're on top of this.
Oh.
They rappelled down the hole that you created.
Wait, aren't we close to that building?
You're in this vicinity,
Oh, I
but he couldn't have really set traps up on the thing.
I can't.
And they could have just come in from behind.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna like kind of shake.
What time is it?
It's close to sunrise. You'll probably be waking up shortly.
I'm gonna shake G awake. Go get Artemis. I'm not really gonna tell you why yet, but I'm like, go get Artemis. We need to meet up. And I walk over towards. I know we're puffing us, and I kind of like. I don't want. I know that you're really jumpy, so I kind of like flick a pebble towards you, just to kind of like.
She like immediately sits up, like through the bush, and she's like, "What?"
Your head just pops up. What's going on?
And I like wipe off my face really quick. I'm like, "What?
something's happening. We need to have a little meeting.
This whole time, I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
my hair's all disheveled. I have my teddy bear dragon on the drit, and I'm like wiping slobber, like shuffle, and I walk over to Artemis, and I'm like, kick.
I like before I follow you, I turn around and rub my cheeks off really good, and then I run after you. With my bear in tow, who's like very sleepy and irritated that I woke him up again.
I'm trying to kick him awake, and I keep missing. I'm so tired. I like. And I fall asleep.
No.
I'm standing up, just falling asleep, trying to kick him.
Zero walks over.
Kiwi comes over and licks your face.
Can Kiwi lick her face?
Wait, aren't you?
He's short.
I'm short enough. He could probably like jump up
If
and
he
like
stood
get me.
on his back legs, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. I'll wake up.
He's like the size of a medium dog. That's
Right
how I
there.
think of him.
Hello.
That's a Gene Simmons song.
All right, so you guys all gather back
He's
at
got
the
like
fire.
that cat tongue too.
All right, kids. We got a situation to handle here. Situation being this: someone took advantage of our handiwork and decided to rappel into that there building. After we poured all that hard sweat, work, and
Blood.
labor, blood. Was there blood involved?
Yeah, there was blood involved. Artemis raises his
This
hand.
guy.
After we put all that effort into it, they're gonna go ahead and take advantage and get in there and get all that Numenera sweetness. So,
I woke up with a cold chill.
that's disgusting.
He says that and I freak out.
How many people?
4 that I could see.
Okay.
And,
You said they repelled?
yeah. They got ropes attached to that thing, I'm sure.
Can I cut it?
That's all I thought. I want to cut them.
I don't think that's a great idea. We don't know these people's story. I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm just saying they're taking
True.
advantage of our work. Now, I'm all about getting their story, and if they need help, we'll help them. If they don't, and they try to attack us, we'll attack back.
That sounds fair to me.
I can lower a rope if they want up, if they have a good story, but I can chop the one that they have set.
Right, but putting people in duress doesn't necessarily get the truth out of them.
Also, if you cut the rope, how are we gonna get back up?
We have our own rope. That was all theirs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were saying we can go inside and
You got G. You got.
Yeah, at
you
that
have a
point,
thought?
though, what's the point of cutting their rope? Because you're gonna go down with another rope.
sit around and wait for them to starve to death.
Intimidation.
I just
Power move.
We should probably go soon if we want to catch up with them.
I agree. What do you got, G?
I don't like the fact that they have to know that we're here, right?
Yeah, a campfire wasn't hidden.
Does this mean I have to go there?
Yes. Unless
Into
you
the-
want to stay up here with Blue and the bear.
Oh yeah, he's staying here.
Can
I'm very tempted.
Blue be on top without cracking the glass?
Oh, 100%. It's 5 feet thick.
It took us a lot of effort to get that one little hole.
What are you thinking?
Can he sit on the hole after we're through it?
That is an awkward thing to ask him to do.
But potentially, yes.
But potentially, yes.
No one comes up unless we ask him
Or
to
no
move.
like comes down.
Yeah, I can honestly
True.
just ask him to guard the thing. He doesn't need to sit on it.
Kiwi like puffs out his chest and he's like, ah! Like, yeah, Kiwi can guard too. Potentially.
And I scratch his head.
He appreciates that.
Alright, so here's the plan. We go down. We set Blue and Kiwi here to guarding. And like when he says guarding, he's looking at Kiwi's like guarding.
Kiwi gives you like the bare approximation of a dirty look.
The bear approximation.
I'm also giving him a dirty
He's
look.
a four-eyed bear.
There it is. That's the episode title. The bear approximation. That's it. Calling it now.
We'll see. Who's editing? Oh, you maybe you. We'll see.
I start to walk towards the hole. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Are you sure you want to go first?
I want to go first.
Oh dear.
Apparently, I'm not going first.
All right, so yeah, Zero will he'll let out a
I think
length
that's
of
gonna be
rope.
part of my pure curiosity thing. Like, even if I'm terrified, I want to be the first one in.
She's stealing my thunder. That's my thing.
Look, I'd rather there be someone down there to catch you in case you decide to take a tumble.
That's true.
I am
Okay.
borrowing your thunder.
I never
All right,
steal
you-
thunder.
You know what? In this situation, you can definitely borrow my thunder.
Boy,
If we get up there and we look down in the hole, do we see anything? Because it's glass. Like we can see straight down, right?
Well, yeah, you could see straight down. It was translucent. You couldn't see. It wasn't clear.
Okay.
But with the hole, it is a little dark. The sun is starting to come up, but it is still real dim. It's hard to see down unless you wanted to shine a light of some sort.
which we have some glow sticks, lumens.
Glow sticks?
On your deepest fears.
Oh, hell yeah.
So yeah, Zero will let out a length of rope that he thinks should get her to the first balcony. He'll let that out. He'll tie it around your waist, and he's being really cautious about it and making sure it's tight.
She's letting you do it, and she's like very stiff, but she's like letting you.
And he's gonna hold on to this.
Are you using the rope that's already there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. Why would I waste rope?
Asking.
All right. Yeah. So it's a fuzz or a mosquito.
It's a fuzz.
Okay. And then he's gonna crack a light stick, and hand it to you. Hold on to this.
I put it in my teeth.
Don't bite down too hard. You do not want that in your mouth.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I totally. I'm just kidding.
And he's going to basically brace himself on the edge, and let you and basically lower you down.
Didn't you say they just jumped in and now we gotta be all cautious about it?
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Alright, so as I'm going down, what do I see?
Okay. As you go down,
You see sock dangling from the string.
you look stuck there all night. Mission Impossible style. As you're coming down, it's the same clear structured walls, but you can see the drit on the other side of them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Skeletons in the watch game.
Like I said, it has that same very, very geometric shaping all the way in. But as it telescopes down, you can actually lower her straight down and she will hit the balcony.
We don't have enough. Oh, you mean straight down to that first balcony?
That first balcony,
Gotcha.
because it
Yeah.
telescopes in.
Right. Cool.
So you're at a wider point. So as it goes down, she'll be like in the middle of the balcony.
Alright, so before I'm looking around though. Like, is there anyone nearby or?
No, you do not see anyone right now. You guys probably took about 20 to 30 minutes to gather everything, get together, and brief you.
Alright,
So you do not see anyone.
my glow stick.
I don't want to speak with that in my mouth right now, because I'm about to do a cinematic. Okay. You lower in. This black edge is the balcony. This is the wall. You land about right here.
Alright. So how far can I see?
So you can see all the way across.
Okay.
The minute your feet hit that balcony, the lights all flash on. It's like green in here. The way the lights reflect off the glass. You guys can see the light kind of like pops up.
Zero.
You weren't seeing this. It happened when the other people lowered too, but because you were gathering everyone, you didn't see the light.
Yeah. Zero's gonna shout, "Are you all right in there? Please tell me you're not dead."
Oh, we're not done yet. Hello, and welcome to the Emerald Labs.
Hi.
If you would like a tour, please say tour. If you would like to skip this demo, please say skip.
Do the tour, do the tour, do the tour.
Can I hold off on the tour for a second?
You said tour.
I did say that. I untie myself and I tug on the rope twice.
It's fine.
All right. So yeah, then we'll proceed
go
to lower G, and then
I'm like,
Artie.
Please proceed to the tour area to your right.
I have a tour going.
Okay.
I think you're giving me a tuma.
I tug on the rope next.
All right. I let Artemis down, and then I.
Is it doing that thing where, like, if you don't go fast enough, it just keeps repeating?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, 100%. I was actually getting ready to repeat it every time someone came down, and every time someone new touched the ground. Hello, and welcome to the Emerald Labs.
Oh, I do not like this guy.
And
I
then
think it's a lady.
Zero will tie the rope off around the big
Ginger
block of
stereotypes.
glass we had and rappel down.
Who are you to choose the gender of the meaningless voice in the sky? Sorry.
Look, that was one time, and you promised you wouldn't hold it against me.
Gianni?
Alright.
Yeah, Zero lands.
So everyone comes down, everyone's in.
So, apparently, we're doing a tour.
Excuse me?
We're doing a tour, and it repeats.
Hello, and welcome to the Emerald Labs. If you would like a tour, please say...
Skip.
Tour! You can't say
You said skip. Unfortunately, you do not wish to take a tour at this time.
Tour!
We're like yelling tour.
Tour!
Please proceed to the tour area to your right.
Go to the right.
We both walk over and just look at you.
We're in the tour area.
Tour.
Tour.
Tours are most likely to take you to the most, important
Occupied.
areas.
I just want to take the tour.
Zero just shakes his head and like.
I like how the two people who like Numenera and are like educated are like, we want to go on the tour, bro.
Look, the point of a tour is to take you to the most important areas. We're probably gonna find the best shit.
Fair enough. And Zero will
I just
he'll
like learning
Begrudgingly.
begrudgingly follow and unholster his
Oh, no.
His buzzer.
things. I just
I
like
also
new
wanna take
things.
What are you gonna do, Artemis?
I'm gonna follow, but I have never seen a tour take me to the storage closet
Storage closet.
where they have all the good shit.
Oh. Okay, so you go to the tour area, a hologram pops up. It's a woman in a very, very strange attire that you have never seen. It's like asymmetrical. She's got an asymmetrical headgear. Her skin is purple, and she has a very, very defined, large eyebrow that curls off of her face and hangs similar to like a handlebar mustache.
Oh boy.
Puffer eyebrows.
Hello.
She's a hologram.
Hello.
She's automated.
I'm sure she can still say
This is
hello.
the-
She has manners.
This is the female with the voice overview. And she starts walking you through the facility and she's talking through.
The Emerald Labs were founded in the year...
Data corrupted.
But I want to know what you.
You don't even know what year it is now!
I'm like, poking her. I'm like, I have a little notebook and pencil out.
Right. I'm just looking at her notes because I didn't bring one.
Skip.
It's mostly bird notes in there already.
Skip!
Skip.
I put tape over their mouths.
Zero.
and we, here at,
Repeat.
Micah got my joke. Thank you, Micah. Thank you.
Thank you for taking our tour.
thank you for,
Please stop skipping my dialogue, you little bitch.
I'm pointing
Yeah,
at
I'm trying
random
to get
things
information.
in the ceilings and on the walls that aren't there, but I'm pretending they are.
Please stop skipping my dialogue, you little bitch.
Can we link arms?
Yes.
We're going just like full Yellow Brick Road, like arms linked up.
Pointing at things
Marshall
that don't
Long.
even exist anymore because she's explaining things like, oh, this.
no, actually, everything is fully intact.
I'm pointing at things.
This ruin seems completely undisturbed.
Ooh.
We're so excited.
That's not a
right
good sign. I don't like that.
now. I do.
I mean, on one hand, I'm interested by that, but also like, that's not good. Why is it not disturbed?
As she goes through, there are a few very important things that I do want you guys to note in this tour that you didn't skip, hopefully.
I didn't skip it. I just wanted to do the. I just wanted to do the bit about skipping dialogue for the NPCs.
The Emerald Lab is one of 7 labs.
Wait, where do I? Oh, there we go.
It is a function of labs that were all part of a large project at one point. The tour, of course, does not mention the exact nature of this project.
Zero's starting to put
It's
some
very
assumptions
vague,
together.
if you know what I mean. Like, you know how, like, you go to the Budweiser, they don't tell you the recipe of Budweiser.
They don't?
At the Budweiser tour? No.
Bullshit.
No,
This
there's
is
the
us.
Coca-Cola
This is
Museum,
us
and
in
there's a whole-
reality.
There's a whole section about the recipe, and it's just people like whispering about what the recipe might be, and they never fucking tell you.
Exactly. Just
so
like
annoying.
that. So you don't really know the nature of what the function of these labs were, but it is a part of 7 different labs. One of which she mentions is their direct sister, the Sapphire Labs. So this is the Emerald Labs. And we have the Sapphire Labs. She briefly mentions the Ruby Labs, the Lapis Labs. There's multiple labs.
They're all dudes.
They're all, they all seem to be based off of gemstones that you've never heard of. You have no idea what these things are. No, these don't exist anymore. The Earth doesn't produce these. The actual core of the Earth and like the real Earth of what we experience isn't accessible anymore. So we don't know what these rocks are.
It's beneath like thousands of miles of grit.
I'm probably spelling these all wrong in my book.
Oh, you're fine.
No, I mean like.
Oh, you?
Yeah. She's just spelling them how they sound.
Yeah, that's fair.
Being my intent of knowledge and wanting to know all the originals. Like,
You might take note and you might put together that they're rocks.
I feel like it'd be useful in dark magic, with it being such a rare.
I think there are a few stones that still exist that are more common, or that got broken down into the Drit and we find. For example, I think you might put together that the Drit here seems to be crystalline. It's not plastic like it is in other areas. What you guys in your era call it's called shimmering glass, and it's actually a Numenera. It's like an item that you find. Is what?
It all.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's too small. It's like it's all shimmering glass that got broken down into Drit.
I don't know anything about rocks, but I do collect them. Like, I'll sift through Drit and try to find, like...
Large pieces.
Yeah, to add to my chains.
Yeah, if you wanted to do that later, that's certainly something you could do.
I put this all together. I don't tell them because they're not into this like we are. Like, we're super excited about this tour, so I explained to her what I'm writing down
in the back.
Kind of like the whole rock.
We're like the boyfriends that get dragged to fucking
pretty much. And I'm like
museums.
showing you my notes about rocks and stuff.
So this one is a medical facility, and one of the things that it prides itself on is finding cures for incurable diseases.
This sounds dangerous.
Zero looks so uncomfortable.
I said, you might want to leave.
Why are you looking at me like this?
Is there anything on... Okay, so during this tour...
Is the hologram fully automated? Sorry, I cut you off.
You're good.
The hologram...
Like, can you ask it questions?
No,
Okay.
I actually, I would assume that there's a point in the tour, but right now it's just on auto loop. So if you guys are stopping at any point, it moves ahead of you, kind of thing.
During the point of this tour, when she's doing the regular stuff, I want to do an observation of, like, outside of the tour, just kind of like if there's anything out of the ordinary or anything.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
That she's
Pointing
purposely avoiding.
I mean, you're only on floor 1, which seems very civilian, if that makes sense. This doesn't seem like the actual facilities. But with that roll, you can see down to the next floor, and it appears to be more like the actual labs. Like, this seems like the conference area where they would have investors come in or things like that.
They've got displays of like their building and their...
Yes.
But it's not the actual stuff, it's display versions of their things.
So we want to keep going down.
So, like, how responsive is the hologram? Like, if we stop to look at something, does she also pause? Or does she just keep going?
She just keeps going.
So could we just stop following her? And,
Yes, 100%, and she'll just keep going.
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
You can leave this tour at any point, even though it's going to continue.
I stop only because we're still linked arms, and I'm like,
Stop. I kind of point down to below because I want to tell them kind of what I noticed about the labs being on the next floor. I think we should probably go downstairs to the next place with the labs, with the stuff that does the stuff.
all right, how do we get there?
I'm sure there is the elevator.
Wait,
I don't want to say elevator because I don't know if that's a thing.
Lift.
Yeah, no,
Lift. That's
I mean,
the word I was
you
looking for.
used a lift in our last...
I couldn't remember the name of it.
In our 0 session.
the platforms come in, right?
Yeah,
so
we could
like,
just
if we
knock a
repelled
rope
off
over.
of if we went off the edge of this one, we
Or-
could land on the other one.
Or we could find a lift and not go over the death trap again.
Zero's already like uncoiling rope.
Uncle Z, put the rope away. We're gonna find a lift.
How
I
far of
don't
a
know if I would
drop?
trust a lift. This building is really, really old.
But it is pristine.
That's true.
What were you saying over there, Artemis?
How much of a drop does it look to me?
Like a story.
It's like a story, yeah. Like it's like if you were to
How long
sneak
is
out
the
of your
story?
house from a top window. Oh my
What did
god.
you say?
I said,
long
how
the
long the
story?
story? GM writes, please kill Artemis.
I've got pizza in my nose
Dear
now.
Lord baby Jesus. Please kill Artemis.
Dear Lord Jesus, Savior.
No, dear Lord baby Jesus.
Dear Lord
Very
baby
important.
Jesus. Dear Lord baby Jesus.
I'll pray to caffeinations. God of coffee, praise be.
Alright, I am going to hang over the railing and drop.
Okay. You should be good.
I've got rope!
You and your fucking rope. Anyway.
I bet you're glad about the rope now, aren't you?
I am still trying to find a lift. I'm like wandering around, touching things.
If you continue all the way to the end of the tour,
There's a lift.
so this whole thing is like a giant circle. Right here though, like this is a wall.
Yeah, I
between
probably
these
am
two.
gonna keep following
This
her.
is a lift.
I keep walking to find a lift. I get to the other side. Guys, I found a lift.
Meanwhile, he's already dropped.
It's like, I got 10, but I'm
You wanna take
Oh no,
stealthy-
you're
I'm
good.
stealthy
You're
with-
totally
okay.
fine.
You want to take the
So you
Like-
drop. It kind of like reverberates through your bones, and you know, like that sting when you land too hard. That's all it is.
Just don't land in hero pose. It's not a good thing to do. It's bad on your knees.
so bad.
hero
on your
landing?
knees.
Hero landing!
Oh, here comes a hero landing.
Superhero landing. Okay, so you make it to the bottom floor below that, and the lights aren't on this floor. Like they're on, like you. It's
I
there's
can
a
see
center
you.
point, but the light on the top floor was the only one that came on.
I'm on the lift.
The minute that your feet hit the ground, though.
Screams.
No.
Intruder alert. Civilian, this is not an accessible area for anyone who is not staff. Please exit via the lift to your left.
I stand on railing.
You stand on the railing and you balance there, and you're fine. You're not. Yeah, no, that's 100%.
Well,
One of
okay,
the things that
scratch
I'm
that.
seeing
Thank
is-
you for visiting Emerald Labs.
I'm gonna walk over to the lift and then get on the railing there.
We appreciate your cooperation.
Have you seen any like
Mm-hmm.
like staff room kind of places? Just like typical boardroom kind of thing?
Not on this level. There definitely will be one on the second.
I want to steal a lab coat at some point.
Oh my god.
I want to try and trick the building.
An ID. I agree. I'm
Yeah.
one with her.
Okay, that's gonna be the big thing is figuring out if you can use this lift. It does seem to have what appears like a scanner. Wow.
I got 18. Is that 18? I got an 18. Plus an edge in intellect if that's what we're looking on.
We're both looking. Are we both?
That's
doing
only
this?
if you were going to lower the difficulty. This one was gonna be hard, but you did it anyway.
I'm also with her.
I'm
looking at
smart.
this lift,
So it makes it
so
easier.
Even if you fail, I feel like I could probably hit the
I
button
helped.
since I'm supposed to go up anyway.
Zero's just standing there.
You want to get on the lift
But I
with
can't
us?
really.
Okay, so
But I
both
don't
of you
know.
know you technically need access cards or something. What you wouldn't call it an access card in this case. You would. It wants to recognize.
We would need a data slate.
Whatever you want to call it in this
Picture
universe. Pictogram.
It's a picture card.
So you guys together kind of figure out. Oh, we can trick the system.
Wait, hold up.
You're gonna trick the system right now. Oh, you want to use a cipher?
Maybe. Are there pictures on this floor of staff?
Yes.
Pictures.
There
We're
is
gonna trick
actually
the
the founder.
I
It
pick
is
it
a
up.
woman.
It's mine.
All right. I have a visage changer, which physically changes the way I look, takes 10 minutes, and it lasts for 28 hours.
Yeah, you could 100% do that. Do you want to become the founder?
Fucking A, I do.
I use my hedge magic and find
is
another
this?
person.
Oh,
Your
thank
hedge
you.
my
magic
appearance.
won't be sustainable for as long, but it'll definitely get you through. So hers, she's gonna be in that cloak through the entirety of the time you're probably here, which might be helpful. You never know what you'll run into, especially if you're choosing the founder. So
Lady Boss.
that's pretty much what I was gonna do. I was gonna have you were gonna say, computer, or you were gonna call on, hologram lady, see-through lady, come here now,
Janet.
Janet.
Janet, tour guide.
Hello.
Tour guide.
But you were gonna pull her back, and
Yeah.
you're in the visage of the founder.
I lost my access card. Again.
Good.
This makes sense. You haven't been here in
Data corrupted.
years.
Damaging.
Yeah. Could you help me with this?
Okay, she opens the elevator. She opens it also for
I have
you.
a sore throat.
Welcome back.
Dr. Lawrence.
That's important, I guess.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know, because you're making faces.
Zero just kind of like steps in. I'm making.
Are you following them?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
Because he
I'm-
jumped down
I'm
and
old.
you're like...
I'm not gonna jump down there. It's dangerous.
Are you of Arabia?
It's actually spelled weird in this one. It's Lawrence. Like with an S. Law, two separate words. Law apostrophe R-E-N-S. Lawrence.
Cool.
Interesting. Right. So
Can
yeah.
you grant temporary access to these important board members?
Investors.
Investors who are visiting?
Of course.
Dr. Lawrence.
I'm just as excited about it as she is, but I'm trying to contain.
You're over by the elevator where they're gonna come down, right?
Right, because I had to seem like I was walking to the elevator, and then I just jumped up on the
On the railing.
railing.
Come down, Mr. Zero. I'm a boss.
Zero like is chilled to his core by this
She's
thought.
so excited about this too.
I'm dead inside.
I have my notebook and I'm right next to her, all excited. Come on, Doctor. Investor, Mr. Guy.
You're so bad at this.
I never said I was good.
Right.
Alright, so
Mr. Watt, if you will. He walks into the thing like
What?
shaking his.
What?
get it together.
Dr. Watt.
Get it together.
I'm so bad at
Sounds like a
this whole.
Sounds like a Disney villain.
Alright, so you guys go down to the next floor.
This is nifty. I like this. She's prepared.
So this is the balcony. Now it goes deeper into, like, so far it's all been downward. Now it goes deeper into, like, under the sand. It's real dark in this sector.
Zero pulls out a couple more glow sticks and just kind of like snaps them.
Or you could just
So-
turn on the lights.
This is where the elevator brings you down to. This is where he was perching. And this was all a balcony. You jumped down about here.
Hologram, can we turn on the lights?
Of course.
Dr. Lawrence.
I clap.
Stop wasting blood.
You clap and the lights turn on. Just happens to work out that way.
Zero's holding these glow sticks and
Oh
just
yeah,
like
because you're
throws
not
them.
where we are.
You throw them over the edge.
Oh, I was joking.
Clap for posterity.
Hey.
The lights turn on.
Clap.
Yeah, he's not where, like, he's over on the other side. That's where he rappelled down. So he just claps and he's like, oh! We're making our way back.
Everyone
to where he is.
being with her in a Dr. Lauren's visage is not being alarmed like you were when you first came onto the floor.
I hop down.
So you hop down and you're good.
I'm taking like full advantage of this too. Like I'm standing up straight for once. I'm like striding around, like hands on hips. I'm like so proud of myself.
Ordering things that aren't there. Just like, do this, do that.
I look at
Wait,
Zero.
are you really?
Not yet. I haven't thought of
fine.
things
We
to
get
order.
there.
I look at Zero and say, "Who's the broad?"
Oh yeah, you don't know.
This is Dr. Lawrence.
I'm Dr. Lawrence.
You hear the voice and you know it's Puffin.
She is very important.
She's a boss.
Oh, can I collect that visage
Oh,
from you
yeah,
real
yeah.
quick just so that
She
I
did
don't
a
forget?
thing that made her look like that.
Grazie.
And I'm a helper.
Yes, it was called being born, Dr. Watt.
Oh my gosh, why is this turning into Grey's fucking Anatomy? Jeez.
Oh boy.
We're gonna go get a whiteboard and just house it up.
Yes.
Eagle.
Alright.
Eagle!
So what do we see?
She is a bird.
We went through 3 different like hospital sitcoms.
We love hospital sitcoms in this house,
Now we
sir.
just need
In
a
our
Scrubs
lives.
flashback.
I
That
love
was what that was. That was Eagle.
Oh, I'm not.
Eagle.
She was late on the joke.
Yeah.
Oh.
The whole time we're literally sitting there still on the lift and we're just making these jokes about things we don't understand. It's fine.
I imagine this happens sometimes. Like somebody will say a joke and then like an hour later she'll just go, huh. You guys are like, what?
I was waiting for
Okay.
the shoulder left.
Okay, as you guys come into this floor, if you wanted to go through this door or if you wanted to go along the balcony, I would assume going through because there's not really anything on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, we should be safe. We
You
got
come
Dr. Lawrence.
through, and it's like, okay, so these little green squares that I have drawn in the center of every hexagon are a giant device.
Oh, that's not good.
Individual devices.
Oh, like the
It seems similar to like, this is prototype 1, this is prototype 2. They're the same items, just like the evolution
All right.
as you go through.
Don't touch them.
Do I recognize it?
Thank you!
Do I recognize it as anything I've seen? Okay, cool.
They're large devices though, which is a big deal in the Cypher world. There are different kinds of items. You've got small devices, you've got wearable devices, you've got pills, you've got stim packs,
I want to
basically.
go up to the
Large
one and-
devices are significantly rarer.
Could we work
Oh, I
together
know what I
to check to see if it's there on what it is?
hologram. It's been a while since I've been here. Could you give me a rundown on the progress of the device?
Yes.
Eyebrow raised. If I raise my eyebrow high enough, I'm bound to get an answer.
She comes up and she goes, "Of course."
Dr. Lawrence.
Every time she does it, I'm like, like so
Dr.
proud. Lawrence. Stupid building.
Okay, so she goes through and she stands next to the first prototype and she goes,
Prototype 1 had many issues, namely that it killed 6 lab members.
Yep, that's an issue.
Zero takes a half step back.
the vague idea of what it looks like is like this.
Oh, it's like a saucer.
It's
of death.
like a saucer and it's like it's hoisted on top of something. She flashes over to prototype 2 and you can basically follow her similar to the tour.
Prototype 2 was much more manageable. However, the power that it examined was much too much for what our creators were looking for.
Flashes over to prototype 3.
Prototype 3 has been a much larger success, and has been the final prototype since the lab closed in.
XXX. Data corrupted.
Very good. Cheerio.
Of course, Dr. Lawrence. And feel free to call me Eva. You are my creator.
Yes, Eva. It's been a long time. I'm bad with names. You know this.
Ha ha. You are also bad with humor.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Just like puffin realism there too. Like she forgot she was in character for a second.
Would you like to know any more about
You
the
got Harry.
sonic detonator?
You got her. She's done.
Yep.
She's down for the count, guys. I can't anymore.
I'm sorry.
That's a terrible investor.
My ears are burning.
You're very red right
Oh
now.
my goodness. It wasn't that funny.
I guess she thought it was. So you heard that, yeah?
It
Would
was
you
hard
like to know anything else? Yes, I would.
About the sonic detonator.
Yes.
Yes, please, Eva. I'm like sweating at this point. I'm like, that does not sound good, but I'm also trying to act regal and bossly.
So Zero pulls out a cigarette and like looks to Eva and like kind of looks questioningly at the
There
robot.
is no smoking in the Emerald Labs.
You continue smoking anyway.
Puts
What's
in
she gonna fucking do?
Lights a cigarette.
You should get a vape.
Those form all sorts of terrible habits.
Oh, the cigarettes are for a specific medical problem. He has a clearance for today.
Understood.
I'm like so proud of myself again.
Zero's just kind of like he's got that same half grin he had when Blue was dragging the glass
So
thing
about
around.
this sonic death thing.
Yes, the sonic detonator.
Was it ever completed?
The sonic detonator went through 3 prototypes. There were 6 more involved and planned. However, the lab was abandoned.
All right, so it didn't get used.
What did some of them get started? Is that right?
Initiated.
That word.
Unfortunately, these 3 productions are the only sonic detonators in existence at this facility.
What else is in this facility?
Would you like to see prototype 1 of the sound dampener?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay, she flashes over here.
Alright, Zero's following, he's smoking. He's kind of trailing back so he doesn't bother anyone with his cigarette smoke.
So nice.
He's courteous.
My side hurts.
Why are you Uncle Man?
As she gets close to the sonic like what she's calling the sonic dampener prototype 1, she starts glitching.
That's not good.
Did that detonate?
Eva, can you tell me about the sonic dampener?
Did that sound damp?
Zero.
I think it messes with sound.
Well,
Go to number 2.
thump thump.
There's a slight hum, Artemis. A familiar hum.
Are there bees?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Bees?
God damn it.
Do we need to go into a
Perception.
Nicolas Cage moment of not the bee?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
You also hear a hum. It's very similar to what you felt upstairs. It's closer now. Like before it was because you were touching the glass.
So, remember when I said the thing was moving, but it wasn't moving?
Yeah, I remember when you didn't make any sense.
Well, it's doing the thing again.
Not making any sense?
Yes.
Vibrating?
There is a sound.
Bees, right?
As she points it out, everyone kind of starts being able to hear it.
That thing!
And can we get a... Can we
You
discern...
can safely sound dampener. You think maybe it's malfunctioning?
Eva, is
prototypes?
this safe to be around?
One of these prototypes. Eva is still glitching the fuck out.
I'm gonna go back over to
Go to this room.
Yeah, I'm going back to the third prototype. Be like, Eva,
Eva flashes back to prototype 2.
are the devices safe to be around at the moment? They seem to be malfunctioning.
Data corrupted. Please ask again.
Zero walks
Fuck
over.
you. Yes, Dr. Lord.
No,
I'll meet you in your office.
She disappears.
Wait, where's the office?
She disappears.
Damn it!
I feel
Call her
not good
back.
about being the boss anymore.
Call her back, ask her where the office
Zero's
is.
standing over by the sound damper like, God damn. And goes back. And he
Yeah, the people of the old world were horny, apparently. No, I'm kidding.
How does one like a hologram?
How does one
Well, to be honest, you were its creator.
Uh,
You probably have something in your office, but you didn't ask her where that was.
I'd be like her mom.
No.
anyway, Zero is going to examine the sound dampener.
Okay.
A little bit closer.
Okay.
Is there a way for me to... Is it like behind a glass?
No, it's
just kinda sitting
it's
on the
kind of
platform?
sitting out.
I'm gonna
Right.
go and stand behind him and pretend to supervise.
Thanks. You're a real help.
I'm going to put a finger
Like a
out.
true boss.
My friend, you are the help.
Put a finger out towards it, not wanting to touch it,
Oh,
but
I
just
didn't mean- I'm sorry,
see
that
if
was
it gets
rude.
louder as
That was
I.
Okay, go ahead.
Damn.
Okay, 15. You reach out your finger. It doesn't change.
I go
You
to the.
you get the feeling that that's not really like maybe something happened when the glass moved. Maybe it has something to do with like there was a resonance issue based on what you did to the glass.
I clap
I go to this one.
really hard.
You clap?
Yep.
Roll.
Oh shit.
Why don't you let Zero do some stuff?
Actually, I mean, okay, you rolled pretty low, so I'll give you the choice. Do you want a GM intervention?
Do I want to what? Oh.
Intervention, meaning I can do whatever I want to you. You get experience, but I can do whatever I want to you.
Intrusion.
Intrusion.
You're free.
You know what? Let's do it.
Always say
Okay.
yes.
Yep.
Except
But
when you
that
want to say
happens.
no, then say no.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you 2. You get to give 1 to another player. So,
He can have it. He's right next to me. Sorry, man.
you clap. And the device kind of seems like it boots up. And then it reverberates that clap 100 times. The sound level. And it was pretty loud because we're in an echoey space.
Like it's loud.
So,
It's so loud that it like puts out my cigarette.
yeah, that kind of sound. We're talking like sound wave. You physically can kind of see it because it's
Well,
so
other people didn't know we were here.
strong.
They do now.
Yeah, everyone,
I'm crawling.
hold on, I guess no. Everyone, you guys roll for damage.
Yeah, I'm chalking
So
that up.
no,
to
you roll a
actually.
d6.
What do I roll?
Oh,
D6?
yes.
That's not a d6. Where is
Damn
it? Do I
it.
have a d6?
Dang. You can spread that out.
When you don't want it to be rolled high, it rolls fucking high.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
Where am I putting
Oh,
it?
5. You can spread it out between, because we're gonna say that this will affect you mentally, physically, etc. So I'm gonna say that you can spread it out between any of your pools, depending on how you think it affects you.
I think it hurt me less because I've been through it before.
That's fair.
I only got a 2
Yeah, you
anyway.
only got a 2.
I got a 6.
I'm gonna say this affects me mentally
You were
pretty
not
heavily.
prepared.
Like this, I got 5. This pretty heavily mentally affects me just because of what happened yesterday.
Oh, that's fair. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I walked over to that third
You were
one.
looking at it in the process of looking at it. Do you want to continue to try and do that now?
Yeah, I guess.
It is currently on, so you might actually have an easier time.
Yeah.
It seems to react directly to sound.
All right. So
I'm looking at this one.
Oh, you're looking at prototype 2? Prototype 2 doesn't seem to be having any issues. It seems to be 1.
yeah.
When you go over to prototype 2 and you look at it, based on your knowledge from prototype 1, it seems like it's perfectly intact other than whatever issues they had in the test runs.
All right. I look to see if this thing is attached, like if it's powered by the platform it's sitting on.
Yes.
It is. So I can just unplug it.
You could unplug it.
I unplug it.
Okay, that takes a little bit of handiwork, so you're going to take a little bit of time as all.
Sure.
I'm gonna help him too
I'll
because I feel really bad.
assist.
Does it need any tools or? Is
You need to unbolt it.
Okay. Well, in that case, I have my tools and.
Think of it like an oil pump.
Okay.
It's
What's the-
pulling iotum out of the floor.
All right. What's the challenge level?
Challenge level is a 4.
4. Okay. I automatically reduce that by 2 because I'm using tools and I'm a tool
And
aficionado.
I'm helping. Does that do anything?
You don't really need to be honest.
Would engineering play anything into this?
If you wanted to, yeah. I mean, it's a little bit different tech than you're used to, but it uses... There seems to be like this weird international tool set.
Yeah. Why? Fair enough. All right. So that lowers it down to a 1. Just need a 3. Oh, thank God.
That was helpful. So you're able to unbolt it and basically pull it out of the floor. It kind of retracts.
Ew. Don't make gestures like that at me. It's disgusting.
All right. And it doesn't... You don't hear the hum at all anymore.
How big is it?
It's pretty large. It stands about 10 feet tall. It's not like you're going to be able to carry it out.
I want to go to this room.
Okay, so you're going to adventure and explore.
I moved to the wall so I could stand up.
Aw.
I fucking
You
dropped.
had a...
I'm also. Oh wait, you dropped? Again?
I've been through it. Like, I was like more prepared this time. It wasn't seizure
Yeah.
style, but I was like, ah, fuck that. No, I'm dropping.
I'm not over by you, but I'm watching you. Like I'm keeping an eye on you because I feel really bad.
I have a random blood drip down my nose. Don't notice it. It's there.
I'm just.
I got
I'm
sick.
trying to like
Sam, I'm just saying.
nonchalantly show you, but you just think I'm picking my nose.
I imagine I'm having not a panic attack like yesterday, but I'm definitely jarred. Like I'm not. I'm just kind of like blinking.
Hey.
So,
Fuck.
you go into the next room without them, probably while Zero is working on getting that thing detached. And you come into the next room, and there is another large object. There's no one here to really tell you what it is, though.
Yeah, she's up in the office.
It looks very similar to the first item you looked at, the sonic detonator.
I tried calling her.
She does not come. There's probably some protocol in place that causes her to go to the office under that request and not respond to anyone's calls in the event that she would be interrupting.
I just imagine she's in the office and she's just like standing there waiting. The music's like. Meow, meow, meow,
Oh, I was thinking like Careless Whisper.
It's just like a little disco ball descends from the ceiling.
She's sitting there. She's kind of like arms crossed, tapping her.
I wouldn't have.
Patiently waiting.
I wouldn't
Yes.
have any idea at all what it would be with Numenera.
As far as a Numenera?
Like if I asked her to come in there and we kind of work together to kind
Yes,
of
you could possibly figure out what it is.
I call for you and tell you to come in here to help me.
I like
I
jump
didn't-
start and go to her.
I'm laughing because I never explained to you what Dr. Lawrence looks like.
Oh yeah.
Pretty goofy.
Cool.
So they had hair, but it was more like tendril, like cable. like think dreads, but they're mechanical dreads.
Gross.
Neato.
And they don't have give. They're like, they style them in a direction because they're rigid.
She's into this. Like,
She has a geometric, like, side, mohawk.
yeah.
Anyway.
Puffin's totally into this weird ass.
She's pretty cool looking. Anyway. I just realized that you looked interesting.
Hey,
Jeez.
Hey, Puffin.
Yes?
You wanna help me try to figure out this Numenera
Oh, yeah,
thing,
yeah.
Bob?
You look. That's a 15. Oh, God.
There it goes.
What do we get?
It went that way.
It did not land.
That's okay. Roll again.
8.
I mean, you guys are able to do it yourself together
we got a,
still.
Yeah, we got a +1 because we're together, right?
Yes, no, of course. So, like, even
Friendship.
she has the highest thing still.
Yeah.
You kind of get this, it seems to also be a detonator kind of device.
Oh no.
But it seems to be, you're a fire person. You can
Wait.
tell it's heat generated kind of thing.
What the fuck are these machines doing in a lab that's meant to heal diseases?
That's a great question.
The incurable diseases.
Are they just
Kill
killing
them
people?
all.
Ho ho ho!
Oh fuck.
So it's heat related.
Yes, no, it's a heat detonator is the best name you can give it.
I touch it.
Oh my god.
It's not gonna hurt me.
That's true. I mean, it's not doing anything either.
I just
right now.
wanted to see how, if there's any way I can tell, heat-wise, if there's anything it specifically does.
It's a radius effect, you can tell. Like, the whole thing around would be hot.
Like this. This right here is hot.
It is,
You good?
it would be a massive detonation, even from this tiny thing.
So don't set this off.
Good call.
I got that with detonator.
Are you sure?
I'm sorry.
She found some random candy in one of the drawers and started eating it.
It's like 1,000-year-old, billion-year-old candy.
He ate a Twinkie.
Ooh, hard candy.
Like futilely nibbling on a petrified candy bar.
Oh my god.
I checked the other rooms.
Okay.
I'm coming
As
with
you
you.
just go through, you keep finding more and more of these kinds of devices. They're all of destruction.
You
It
guys
is a common thread. You find even tiny things in some of these rooms. A lot of these are large installations, but you do find smaller things like weaponry.
Can I take anything?
Hmm?
Can I
Eva.
take anything?
The one thing that you can find that is... Wait, come here. There you are. The weapon is in a case. The weapons that you do find are in a case. The pills are also in a case, but you also don't know what the hell they do.
Eva.
Don't eat it.
Eva?
Eva.
Janet.
I have an idea, guys. Why don't we
Eva, I require your assistance here.
go to the next floor?
Oh, she's not.
Well,
Maybe she'll come to the next floor.
Yeah, Zero kind of regroups and says, well, we need to find Eva. Eva might have the best chance of locating those that came before us.
Should we just take these pills just in case?
Absolutely.
things.
Smashes
So-
the glass and
This does continue. This seems to be more like the locker rooms, the staff room that
The
you
pills
were
are behind
hoping to
glass, right,
find.
you said?
They're behind glass.
I looted
Also,
the
you have
lockers.
no idea what they do.
Can I... Will the glass open if I try to get into it?
You could try.
Alright, I'm gonna try.
I looted all the lockers.
Try to call Eva, but she didn't come to me.
she isn't coming either.
Aww.
Stop that.
Or don't.
You put your humor away, good sir.
It did
Right,
slightly worse.
does anything happen when I try to open the glass? I'm not trying to tamper with it, I just like... Unlock case.
Oh,
I
that's
did
a
not
lot.
assist. I did not assist.
Well,
I did not assist.
you did more than not assist.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
That was
everybody.
A 1.
Oh no. What did you
You're
do?
like, here, wait, let me try. You go in,
I don't know
and your
that-
hand is fire, and you don't even think about it, and it goes right through the glass.
Oh shit.
And the alarms go off.
Parents just threw it.
It wasn't me this time.
As the alarm goes off, a group of 4 figures, and they look upon you.
I burned you, by the way.
And roll for initiative.
No.
And we'll pick up with this fight in the next episode.
No!
Origins of the Fall is a Numenera-derived podcast. Monty Cook Games logo, Numenera, and the Numenera logo are trademark of Monty Cook Games, LLC, in the USA and in other countries. All Monty Cook Game characters and character names, and the distinctive likenesses thereof, are trademark of Monty Cook Games, LLC. Content in this podcast is derived from Monty Cook Games publications, and they're copyrighted 2013 to 2017, Monty Cook Games, LLC. All music in this podcast, however, was created by Wastebin Productions, and we hope that you'll support us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/thatwastebin. See you next time.